Hello, everyone. My name is Dawood Tucker. I'm 30 years old. I live here in Detroit, Michigan. I'm a teacher. I teach seventh grade ELA, which is English Language Arts. Went to school at Wayne State University. That's where my degree is from. Um, Played sports there. I played football there. Currently, I have four children, married to a beautiful Muslim woman. Life as a Muslim today. I couldn't imagine living my life now without being Muslim. I remember when I first became Muslim, I used to wonder how can I pray 5 times a day, saying the same thing over and over. But now that I've become Muslim, I couldn't imagine living life without the prayer. The prayer itself is so beneficial for me. It relaxes me. It focuses my mind on my priorities. It helps me. Whatever I'm doing, I stop when it's time for the prayer. I make the salat, and I couldn't even put in words what it does for my life. I couldn't imagine not making salat. Islam shapes every aspect of my life now that I've become Muslim, from the way that I dress, the things that I watch, the things that I listen to, the things that I eat, the people that I associate with. It's all based off of my belief in Islam. And I couldn't put into words the beauty that Islam is for my life. I wouldn't I wouldn't exchange Islam for anything in the world. It gives me discipline, helps give me focus, gives me a system, and it also gives me a structure to base my life off of, so I'm not just going day to day doing whatever I want to do. Um, but more importantly, it gives me hope for the next life. I mean, as a human, we all know that we're going to pass away. So none of us know where we're going to go. But as a Muslim, it helps give me hope that maybe Allah will have mercy on me if I strive to do things that's pleasing to Him. So it really gives me a strong focus in my life. Knowing that no matter what's going on in my life, I always have Allah there, the one who, whatever obstacles I'm going through, I know that Allah put them there and He can remove them. And so Islam, it brings so much happiness to me because I'm always in connection with the one who controls everything. You know, as a Muslim, we believe that Allah is the creator. He's created everything. And not only has He created it, but He controls it. And so when you realize this, and then you pray to Allah, you know He controls everything. So it leaves your worry. It gives you peace of mind and contentment because you learn more about Allah. He controls everything. He knows everything. So when things happen to you, for example, I was recently in a pretty bad car accident. Had a really nice car, nice Cadillac, nice rims, new tires, everything was new. And after the accident, even though I was injured, the first thing I said was, Alhamdulillah, all praise and thanks belongs to Allah, belongs to God, because I could have died. I could have died right then, or I could have killed someone in the accident. But with Islam, it brings you happiness and contentment because you realize that whatever happened is what God has destined for you. Not only that, but He's supporting you as you go through it. I've met different people who've dealt with depression in their life, feeling real down. Well, Islam helps cure that because you depend on Allah. You trust on Allah, the one who put your obstacles and challenges there in the first place. Life before Islam, before I was Muslim, I used to practice Christianity. My parents were Christian. They used to take us to church pretty much every Sunday. We used to practice all of the different holidays, Christmas, Halloween, all of those things. But I was always confused. I remember overhearing a family member, I never forgot, one of my uncles, he he wasn't talking to me, he was talking to someone else in my family, but I overheard the conversation. And what he said was that you couldn't pray to God directly and that you had to go through Jesus because God was too powerful to come to directly. And so me hearing that, it always gave me a little bit of confusion on who I should pray to. Um, my father became Muslim when I was around 12 or 13 years old, and he shared it with us. It was such a natural transition for me because I was already a Christian, so I already believed in Adam and Noah and Abraham and Moses, peace be upon them. I already believed in them. So it was an easy transition to become Muslim for me, but I didn't begin to practice Islam until there was a calamity that actually happened within my family that helped me become Muslim. Start practicing Islam. And that calamity was happened to my baby sister. She went swimming, to make a long story short, and she had a near drowning incident. She almost passed away, and she was in a coma for at least a month or two, had severe brain damage, and she'll permanently have to deal with her disabilities. But seeing this as her older brother, I remember being a senior in high school, it helped me realize that we're not promised to live a long life. And at any moment, you can leave this earth and go back to your creator. So seeing this, it really helped me put things in perspective. I started reading the Quran more. And that's when I really began to practice Islam due to this a calamity that happened there first. So this bad situation ended up helping me to practice my religion even stronger. So, well, I really came to Islam due to my father. Even though we were raised practicing Christianity, my father became Muslim, like I said, when I was around 12 or 13. And he didn't force it upon us, but he did share it with us. And it made so much sense to me. Now, my father came to Islam due to, it was a gentleman named Muhammad who used to go to the barbershop that we used to go to living in Lansing. He used to sell oils. He used to always give dawah. He used to come into the barbershop and he would invite people to Islam constantly. And one day he gave my father a Quran and he told him to read it. And so we had the Quran and we put it up. We were still practicing Christianity, but it was like a miracle. Every time we would just open it and read it randomly, everything we read would address what was going on. So all of this was prior to me becoming Muslim. Every time we would just open it randomly, the information in the Quran would be relevant to exactly what was going on in our life at the time. So my father initially went to Nation of Islam, so he would be outside selling papers and selling fruits on the corners. But there were aspects of the Nation of Islam that we just didn't agree with and that we noticed contradicted with the Quran. And so we began to have family classes. As a family, we would just read the Quran and read the Bible. And this was before I was actually a Muslim. But my parents allowed us to read the verses and just talk about them and reflect. And what that did was it just further made me realize that Islam was the truth because the Quran is such a miracle. And to all the listeners, I just invite you to just open a Quran. If you can get a Quran, just read the Quran for yourself. And I'm sure if you read it, you'll understand how beautiful Islam is. Message is just for everyone, anyone who's listening, any non-Muslims. Please don't make your opinion just based off of whatever you hear in the media. Islam is a beautiful religion, and if you can remember one thing about Islam, just remember this: the same God that you already believe in, that you already probably pray to, is the same God. Is one God. We just don't pray to or through anyone else. If you can understand the concept of it being one God, one creator that created everything with no partners and no associates, then that's what I want you to remember about Islam. Because there's so much about Islam that's similar with Christianity and other belief systems. But this aspect about God is what I want you guys to remember. It's one God. don't pray to or through anyone else. You can come to him directly. Thank you for tuning in and listening to my information about how I became Muslim. So now, what's your story?